Selfus Esteemis Personalitus Low by Leon Goss III, illustrated by Ken Tunnell. Selfus Esteemis Personalitus Low by Leon Goss III, illustrated by Ken Tunnell. Copernicus Worrius is a sad single son who doesn't know how to just play and have fun. He always wants to hit a home run, slam dunk the ball, and be number one. But of course, that is never the way it can be, and as hard as he tries, he can't quite see why he ends up feeling exactly the same, no matter if winning or losing the game. I feel like a loser, a no-name, a chump. I feel that I'm lower than the lowest stump. And no matter how many successes I see, I'm thinking that everyone's laughing at me. Yet somehow he knew that he had to get help, so he went straight to a doctor who knew how he felt. Dr. Esteemus Pessimist rose from his chair, very tall and odd, from his socks to his hair. The sign on his door read "A Doctor of Doubt," but as he offered his chair, his kindness stood out. "Let me look in your ears, bend your knees till they meet. Stand on one leg, touch your nose and your feet. Now kindly describe every morsel you eat." They talked for a while, then the good doctor said, "Aha! I know what's going on in your head. You're feeling quite worthless, and that makes you hurt. You think you're a failure, and your friends think you're dirt." "That's right," said Copernicus. "How did you know?" The doctor said, "It's a disease we outgrow. I know how you feel because I had it too. It's hard to detect, 'cause it's just like the flu. It's a common condition, I must let you know. You have Selfus Esteemis Personalitus Low." "Selfus Esteemis Personalitus Low," repeated Copernicus many times, very slow. "Oh no," said the boy with a bit of alarm. "Will you give me some pills or a shot in my arm?" "Well," said the doctor, "if you will agree, you can have the same cure that my doctor gave me." Dr. Pessimist pulled out a blue velvet bag. It was tattered and faded, and it looked like a rag. Lay a mirror inside that good doctor drew. Then he said to Copernicus, "This will help you." "And yes," said the doctor, "this is a fact. If you ignore the condition, it might lead to an attack of the contagious Queenus Dramaticus flu." Copernicus squealed, "Doctor, what should I do?" "You'll know that you have it if your nose turns beet red, and your eyes almost droop down off your head." Then Dr. Pessimist looked him straight in the eye, and explained what to do with an earnest reply. "You must follow a regimen twice every day. You must look at yourself in this mirror and say, 'I am worthy of you. I know this is true, and I don't really care what others may do.'" "Now, Copernicus," said the doctor, "disease erraticus, this which is the cure to it all, will start right away when you let your guard fall. Stop judging yourself like you think others do. You might be your own champion and cheerleader too." The good doctor sent the young boy on his way, with the mirror in hand, to be used every day. A short while from the doctor, just 1 block or 2, Copernicus passed by a man with one shoe. This man had a bird on his head, yes, it's true, and he wore one sock red and the other one blue. Then abruptly the man said, "How do you do? And did you know that your nose is as red as my shoe?" Then the man said goodbye and quickly departed, while Copernicus thought that the fever had started. He remembered the mirror as he took it in hand, and repeated the words at the doctor's command. I am worthy of you, I know this is true, and I don't really care what others may do. He nervously looked at his mirror reflection, afraid that he had seen the red imperfection. But he felt so relieved when he finally did see as natural and healthy a nose as could be. Copernicus continued on his way home until he met with a woman who sat all alone. Her left and right stockings were bunched at her knees, and she screeched out a delicate tune as she pleased. She stood on her feet and said, "Pardon me, sir, but your eyes are as droopy as a Shar-Pei dog fur." Then she curtsied to him and went off on her way, leaving Copernicus in utter dismay. Copernicus was now very anxious to know if the flu had progressed. Yes, the mirror would show. But one look confirmed what he thought he might see, the healthiest Copernicus staring at me. And my eyes are not heavy or droopy at all, and I didn't have to recite or recall. I am worthy of you, I know this is true, and I don't really care what others may do. So Copernicus went out to play with his friends, and he didn't care if he'd lose or he'd win. He just wanted to play and to have lots of fun, and to jump and to kick and to run in the sun. And no matter who laughed when he took a big fall, Copernicus Worrius was having a ball. Now Copernicus thought, I feel good about me, and things are not always that bad, I can see. Then he placed the small mirror upon a near shelf, so that when he was sad he could say to himself, I am worthy of you, I know this is true, and I don't really care what others may do. The young boy felt better, all in one day. He recalled the strange people he met on the way. Yet Copernicus thought of a curious fact. Dr. Pessimist's socks were never exact. They glouched, they were bunched, and were sometimes patched. And the funny thing is, they were always mismatched. But no matter, he was cured of his ailment, and so Copernicus Worrius no longer suffered from Selfus Esteemis Personalitus Low.